Hello, welcome to our Leading Edge Financial Planning Top 10 Retirement Mistakes Countdown. That's hard to say, Kevin.
Yeah, absolutely.
But today we're on number 3 of one of the most critical things we could overlook in our financial plan.
That's right.
Which is not taking into consideration, or I should say, taking Social Security too early.
But all the information is available for Social Security. But what we find is a lot of people, we believe, are not framing the decision correctly. So this video is all about framing the decision correctly on when to take Social Security, and not just taking it because, hey, I'm 62 and I can take it now.
That's right. So number 1, Kevin, we got 3 main points today. The first main point today that everybody wants to know is, will Social Security be there for me?
Absolutely.
Regardless of age. Obviously, if you're closer to that age, then the answer is easier. But people are wondering that.
So overall, we think Social Security is going to continue to exist, and I'll give you a few statistics why we believe that. 1/6 of all Americans today, or about 17.7% of Americans, actually get Social Security. Most of these people vote, and it would be political suicide to take Social Security away. The second reason is, for the next 17 years, Social Security is totally funded. They can pay all the bills for the next 17 years if you believe what the Congressional Budget Office has said. But more importantly than that, Charlie, is that it's very easy to fix Social Security, or at least monetarily speaking. It's not a lot of money to fix Social Security.
Politically
it's not
difficult.
It's not like Medicare, where Medicare is rising at a certain level. Yeah, there's going to be some tough times ahead if they don't do something, but they could make some tweaks and keep Social Security around. So I believe, again, this is my opinion in 2017, and I think you would agree that we believe that Social Security will continue to exist. It may change a little. What do you think, Charlie?
I think it's a great headline that sells articles or newspapers or whatever to say, beware, Social Security is not going to be there. Now, what they typically do is take a small piece of that truth and kind of exaggerate it for the headline.
Right.
Here's the truth. According to the Social Security Trustees report in 2015, the trust fund backing program would be depleted in 2035. Now, that's a scary headline right there, but and that is true. But the sub-bullet here is, however, we would still have 77% of the current level of benefits through 2089. And like you said, it's a very small mathematical problem, but possibly politically difficult.
Yeah, no guarantees, but I would plan that Social Security is going to be there.
Yeah. So awesome. Number 2, again, back to the mistake of people kind of defaulting at 62. Why should we wait, Kevin? Why shouldn't I take it at 62? Who knows what the future may be? I'm going to take it now and get it while I can.
So if you take it at 62, you get a much lower benefit. If you take it at 67, for someone that's my age, you get the full benefit. For many people that are retiring now, it's still 66 in a couple months. But if you wait, you will get more money per year. So the first reason why I think you should wait, Charlie, is because it's one of the greatest annuities that's out there. It's an annuity that if you wait, you'll get paid more money, number 1, and number 2, it has a cost of living adjustment. And we could all argue if the cost of living adjustment is really how much cost of living goes up, but it is a cost of living annuity that is backed by the U.S. government. So probably very, very safe annuity. And so the longer you wait, the more you'll get.
And just to throw out a couple quick numbers, if you wait from 62 to 66, it's approximately 5%, I think it's safe to say, right?
That's right, 5% extra per year.
Not including the cost of living, if there is some. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. And if you wait from 67 to 70, which is the very latest you can take it, it's about 8% per year. Right now, there's no other annuity out there on the market that can kind of match that, because interest rates are lower.
That's right.
Plus the security, like you mentioned, of that particular annuity. So if you frame it that way, it kind of helps you make that decision. But there's the other decision I think here, before we move on to number 3, is the life expectancy decision. Kevin, what about that?
Well, most of the calculators online are break-even analysis, and they just look at how long do you have to live to break even. But there's really a more important component. There's two components of the Social Security benefit as we look at it. The first is the pile of money. Like, how much money will you get over your lifetime? What's the break even? The second component, though, is there's a sort of longevity insurance component to Social Security. And what I mean by that is, what if you live too long? What if you live to 100? Now, that would be maybe a good problem to have, maybe not. But if you live to 100, you're going to get a lot more money those last number of years that either, if you can't take care of yourself, it'll be used to help someone else take care of you. So is that what you're alluding to?
Yeah, absolutely. And plus, like we talked about earlier, I've told individuals that before, and they say, well, I'm going to be gone whenever, 85,
Right,
so it won't work for me. And I politely say, well, it's not just about you. If you're a married couple especially, it's about your joint life expectancy, because you probably have a spouse that will be left behind that may get that higher benefit for that longer period of time frame. So you have to consider the joint life expectancy in each individual circumstance.
So it's not just about your life expectancy. If you're the higher earner and your spouse is the lower earner, if you delay taking it and you die first, your spouse will get the higher of your benefit or their benefit. So by delaying, even if you die earlier, your spouse will get more money because you delayed.
Yeah, and that's awesome. We all want to take care of the people that we love and possibly leave behind. But so number 3, our sub-bullet point here is, it must be part of your planning. It's not such a cut and dry type of solution like we try to make it sometimes. Do not consider this this decision in a vacuum.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, again, all the calculators that are out there, and there's some excellent calculators, I will say, on when to take Social Security. The issue that we think you need to be thinking about is not just about Social Security, but what are your other streams of income? How much money do you have in your IRAs and taxable account? Sometimes it's better to spend your quote-unquote own money that's in your taxable accounts, delay Social Security, and then take Social Security at an older age. And so if you make the decision without doing at least a rudimentary financial plan, we think you're making a mistake.
That's right. Yeah. So we take that into consideration in our planning. We have software, just like you talked about, calculators, and it's integrated into the overall plan. So that's definitely the way to go as far as determining when you should take Social Security benefits.
Final thing I would say is probably the best thing you can do, if you don't take anything else away from this video, is to consider taking it at full retirement age. If you take it at full retirement age, you'll get, again, much greater benefit. You'll get your full benefit, and if you live long, you can continue to receive higher payments for the rest of your life. So thanks very much for watching.
Thank you.